What's going on, Neon Nation? Welcome back to the Neon Arcade for another Cyberpunk 2077 news video. Today we have a Q1 2019 earnings transcript from CD Projekt, which gives us some insight into new Cyberpunk 2077 information, the developmental speed of CD Projekt Red when it comes to Cyberpunk 2077, and some clarification about what I'm doing for E3. First, we have the Q1 earnings conference ran by CD Projekt, where they go into some financial details about CD Projekt and CD Projekt Red. Now I'm going to heat seek out the meaningful content here, as I'm sure all of you are mainly interested in Cyberpunk. In the opening summary for the earnings section, CD Projekt references payments remitted, which means sent back, by CD Projekt Red to its suppliers in relation to the production of physical components of the collector's edition of Cyberpunk 2077. This production is carried out at a remote location, hence it needs to begin early and calls for advanced payments. They also mention their funding of their marketing materials for their ongoing marketing campaign, including the quickly approaching E3. This is great news because it all but confirms a Cyberpunk 2077 Collector's Edition. CD Projekt also mentions that the CD Projekt Red store is a limited undertaking, but they're satisfied with being able to present high quality designed items for their consumer. They're committed to making their merchandise match the quality of the games that they produce. They do plan to expand it in preparation of the launch of Cyberpunk. Next, they mention E3 and make note that they will have a public exhibition with Warner Bros. Where selected fragments of the content shown at the private business demo will be showcased. While the slides will summarize the bulk of their presence at the fair, they're also preparing certain surprises and invite you to monitor social media or come to E3 in person. Now later on in the video, I'll clarify my E3 plans, so stick around for that. In a response to a question asked to CD Projekt, they mentioned that they want the expansion of the merch store to occur prior to the release of Cyberpunk. They intend to launch it in America as well, but they want to provide American gamers with access to the same selection as the Europeans. According to them, this is coming soon, maybe not in a week or two, but soon. In a question about VR support, CD Projekt answers that it's not technically difficult to support VR, but the issue comes in when factoring game design. They add that their focus is on PC and console editions, and that they're not moving forward in the VR direction as of now. CD Projekt Red also mentions that the 400 people working on Cyberpunk is a team that is no longer growing, except for the QA branch. They also mention that the development of Cyberpunk 2077 is going at full speed. Now I did want to clarify on my invitation from CD Projekt Red to the business side demo. Yes, I do have a graduation on the 12th, and the only remaining slots I could have chosen were on the 13th. Now I was willing to take a flight after my ceremony and literally just go to E3 for the 1-hour demo, regardless of the finances behind it. Trust me, it was not about my dedication. I really wanted to be there. Media passes are no longer available when I looked into it, and this gives access to the business area. I was willing to get a gamer's pass and forego the $250 and the 2 days I would have missed again just to check out the demo, but the business area's access is only granted via media passes, which are again unavailable, and I was told via email correspondence will not be supplied. So in essence, this is the reason I decided not to attend. Now I could be looking at this all wrong, but to me in my head, I didn't get a clear-cut way of being able to see the demo I was invited to, and I likely would have missed the rest of the conference, so I wouldn't have been able to experience that. Like I said, I would have bitten the bullet for the cost because I was really dedicated into going into the experience. I put my heart and my soul into my videos, and some people were saying I was an idiot for foregoing a chance that lots of people would kill for, so maybe this explains it a little better. Sometimes in life there are things out of your control, but you can't really dwell on it for too long. Again, I'm super stoked CDPR even sent the invite, so I'd like to thank them for the opportunity, and there's always future events. Thank you guys all for the support so far. I'm loving the good vibes from this community, and we have killer plans for E3 regardless, so stick around for all of that. Finally, check out Cyberpunk on their new Tumblr account, and as always, for everything and anything Cyberpunk 2077 and CD Projekt Red, join Neon Nation by subscribing to the Neon Arcade.